RBI lowers repo rate to 7.25%. The Reserve Bank of India in its second bi-monthly policy announced on has reduced the policy repo rate under the Liquidity Adjustment Facility by 25 basis points from 7.5% to 7.25% with immediate effect. It has decided to keep the cash reserve ratio (CRR) of scheduled banks unchanged at 4.0% of net demand and time liabilities. Bangladesh Liberation War Award for Vajpayee. Bangladesh is set to honor former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee for his outstanding support for the country's independence from Pakistan in 1971 when he was a Lok Sabha member. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina also approved a proposal to honor the families of the members of Indian Armed Forces for sacrificing their lives for the cause of Bangladesh's independence. Jyoti Prasad Rajkhowa sworn in as Arunachal Pradesh Governor. Jyoti Prasad Rajkhowa was sworn in as the 19th Governor of Arunachal Pradesh. President Pranab Mukherjee had appointed him as Governor on May 12, 2015 after then Governor Lieutenant General Nirbhay Sharma was transferred to Mizoram. USA Freedom Act passes. The Senate passed the USA Freedom Act today by 67-32. Marking the first time in over 30 years that both houses of Congress have approved a bill placing real restrictions and oversight on the National Security Agency's surveillance powers. The bill ends a system exposed by former National Security Agency (NSA) contractor Edward Snowden. The spy agency collected and searched records of phone calls looking for terrorism leads but was not allowed to listen to their content. Snowden awarded Freedom of Expression Prize in Norway. Former security contractor Edward Snowden won a Norwegian Prize for Freedom of Expression. The Norwegian Academy of Literature and Freedom of Expression said the 31-year-old fugitive had won the Bjørnson Prize, named after a Norwegian Nobel Literature laureate, for his work protecting privacy and for shining a critical light on U.S. surveillance of its citizens and others. 2004 Nobel Chemistry winner Erwin Rose dies. Erwin Rose, a biochemist who shared the 2004 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for discovering a way that cells destroy unwanted proteins, the basis for developing new therapies for diseases such as cervical cancer and cystic fibrosis, has died. He was 88. Rose had a formidable intellect and unwavering curiosity about fundamental biological and chemical processes that are the foundation for life. India, Belarus agree on roadmap for stronger ties. India and Belarus decided to work together on defense and security issues as President Pranab Mukherjee met his Belarusian counterpart and agreed on a 17-point roadmap aimed at strengthening mutual trust and confidence. The president discussed a host of issues, including increasing trade ties, besides boosting cooperation in mining, education and heavy machinery with Mr. Lukashenko. Infosys appoints Seshasui as chairman. Infosys Limited announced that the company's board have approved the appointment of R. Seshasui as non-executive chairman of the board with immediate effect. KV Kamath will be stepping down from his position as chairman of the board and as an independent director of the company, consequent to his nomination as president of the BRICS New Development Bank. KV Chowdhury is new CVC, Vijay Sharma new CIC. Former chairman of the Central Board of Direct Taxes, KV Chowdhury, was on Monday appointed as the new Central Vigilance Commissioner, while the senior-most Information Commissioner, Vijay Sharma, is the new Chief Information Commissioner. A selection panel headed by the Prime Minister, which includes leader of the principal opposition party, and senior cabinet ministers, selects the CVC, CIC, Vigilance Commissioners and Information Commissioners. The Central Vigilance Commission is headed by a CVC and comprises 2 Vigilance Commissioners, and today's appointment constitutes the full commission. Stan Wawrinka stuns Novak Djokovic and Serena Williams wins French Open after beating Lucy Safarova in final. Williams emerged with a 20th Grand Slam title thanks to a 6-3, 6-7, 2-7, 6-2 victory over the Czech Lucy Safarova. The American is now 2 short of Steffi Graf, the Open era leader, and 4 off Margaret Court, the all-time leader. Her win over Safarova was her 5th 3-set victory of a tournament that was a struggle almost from day one. Stan Wawrinka played magnificently in a 4-6, 6-4, 6-3, 6-4 victory at Roland Garros. Wawrinka, 30, brought an end to Djokovic's 28-match winning streak as he claimed his 2nd Grand Slam title. The victory makes him only the 2nd Swiss to win at Roland Garros after Roger Federer, the man he beat in the quarter-finals. Tendulkar finally strikes gold as India finishes 3rd at Asian Athletics Championships. Tendulkar bagged her maiden gold in a major international event by winning the women's 800 meters finals as India finished with 5 medals on the final day of competitions to sign off 3rd in the 21st Asian Athletics Championships here today. India secured a medal haul of 4 gold, 5 silver and 4 bronze in the championships to finish 3rd behind China, 15, 13, 13, and Qatar, 7, 2, 1, Japan, 4, 3, 11, and Bahrain, 3, 3, 2. India's first state-of-the-art dry oil spill response center inaugurated by Gadkari. Tackling pollution and oil spills in and around Mumbai will now become much easier, as Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways and Shipping, Nitin Gadkari inaugurated the India's first-of-its-kind state-of-the-art dry oil spill response centre for Mumbai and JNPT Harbour. The OSRC, which is equipped with state-of-the-art equipment in operational readiness for combating dry oil spill up to 700 tons, ensures adequate protection to the public health and welfare and to the marine environment. R.C. Tile appointed as new Director General of National Security Guard. Senior IPS officer R.C. Tile has been appointed as the new Chief of the Elite Counter-Terror Force National Security Guard, NSG. The 1980 batch Assam Meghalaya cadre officer is at present serving as the Special Director General in paramilitary CRPF and is heading its formation in Jammu and Kashmir. He is expected to serve as NSG DG till August next year when he is scheduled for superannuation. NSG was raised in 1984 as a federal contingency force with a specific aim to undertake counter-terror and counter-hijack operations, and it was later tasked to protect high-risk VIPs. Microsoft begins rebranding of Nokia priority stores in order to increase its presence in emerging markets like India. Microsoft on Wednesday kick-started rebranding of Nokia priority stores as Microsoft Priority Resellers. India is the first country among Microsoft's global markets to roll out the new look for its retail outlets. This is perhaps one of the biggest rebranding exercises undertaken by a mobile manufacturer, and we wanted India to lead the way, being a priority market for us. For many consumers, the rebranded shops will be their first experience of Microsoft as a consumer hardware manufacturer.